Oops! How are we all doing, everybody? Guess who made a major cock up? Who dropped a big one? I didn't realise until I came up here and switched everything on that I'd set the stream up for 1800, not 1600. It's supposed to be 16 to 1800. Major cock up, but there you go. We're live. Hopefully everyone will get the notification. But could be a sort of fairly sparse stream today as far as participants are concerned. Dear oh dear. So we got Video Monkey, who was in really as soon as I put the notification out. So welcome, Graham, if you're still about. Derek's in. Derek Taffman. Hi, Derek. Anthony's in. Anthony luckily spotted the difference. KW, you watch Convoy on DVD to get you in the mood. That is a cracking film, actually, isn't it? Convoy. Yeah, back in the day of the CB boom, really, I suppose, in the 70s. Together with Smokey and the Bandit, wasn't it? That was very much CB orientated. And what other movies were about that featured CB? Obviously, Dukes of Hazzard was CB, wasn't it? And some of the other, was it Cannonball Run? I'm not sure now, but there was a few films that featured it, wasn't it? Afternoon, Aston, 10-4. 10-4, good buddy. Daniel's in. Hi, Daniel. Back at work again. I've got work tomorrow, first day back. Afternoon, Jess. Afternoon, 80. Michael Hyde. Benji's in. Hopefully you lot can remember how to work all this kit in here, because I've forgotten. John Morty from St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis. You've checked an FRG 7700 today for friend. Terrible audio on AM and NAF SSB. Yeah, definitely check the output. I think there's 4 pins on the power supply you need to check, KW. There's a couple of different rails come out of that. It's highly likely that the caps have failed on it. Sandra, afternoon, Sandra. Rolf's in. I'll try and steer clear of the Christmas music today, Rolf. Is that why you shut off early yesterday? Yeah, I am a plonker. Afternoon, Ben. Daisy Duke. Yeah, well, what can we say about Daisy Duke? Cyberflyer, how you doing? Yoda. Smoking the Bandit. Yeah, cracking film. Yeah, just in time, Cyberflyer. But, you know, hi, Mike Cass. If I'd put the notification on correctly, we'd probably have a lot more in. Couldn't cope with Christmas songs, Dan. Oh dear. Yeah, we thought we'd upset you, Rolf. Apologies for the Christmas songs. We'll try not to play any more. Not today, anyway. Hi, Midland Chip. Now, I think we've got an issue. Penguin's cam has frozen again. I'm going to try and refresh it. I'm gonna try and refresh it. If it everything freezes, I'll restart it quick. Penguin Cam doesn't appear to have come back online. What's going on, Penguin Cam? What have you done to your camera? I don't know what's happened to Penguin Cam. Let's try it again. Disappeared altogether now. How? Oh no, Penguin, I'm sorry, but he's not gonna be able to perform today. Hang on. No, Houston, we have a problem. I'm gonna have to reboot people. I don't know what's going on here, but everything's frozen to bejesus. Send error. Unable to activate media foundation device. Hang on, will it come back? Oh, hang on, no. I've unplugged it and plugged it back in again, and he's back. He's back. There he is. Oh, thank God for that. Hey, Penguin, we nearly lost you. What have you done to your camera? Yeah, the cables is quite loose in the back of it, Anthony, and I have hot glued it, but I think the hot glue's come unstuck, so I need to just hot glue it again. Afternoon, Russie. Afternoon, Yas. How are you? Right, let's grab this quick before Penguin's Cam. I know it's the Benji's Cam. Penguin's Cam packs up. We've got number 11 right by your head. What's got in here? Oh, it's a big one. That's a bit different. Oh, sorry, Penguin. Banged you on the head. Shepherd Neem. Indian Pale Ale. Didn't know they did an Indian Pale. Oh, Christ, 6.1%. Hell. That's some good gear. Some good one, Penguin. Thank you. Right. Yeah. He wants to come back. Okay. Oh, dear, oh dear. He's got to be in on everything, hasn't he? Right. Let's get this open. I didn't know they did an IPA, actually. Shepherd Neem, the home of the finger alert. Straight from Fingerville. Of course, Shepherd Neem do make the bishop's finger. This is 6.1% as well. That's quite strong for an IPA, isn't it? Rob Cross, how are you, mate? Oh, you're in your other channel. Just finishing up work, mate. Yeah, we're a bit earlier than I advertised. I'm sure we've all sussed that. Yeah, it all froze up, Anthony, so I just unplugged the USB socket, plugged it back in, and refreshed the camera, and away we went again. Orville, you'll upset him if you call him Orville. What was the Orville song? Daniel, how did that go? That's actually not bad. Pregnancy warning now. Well, have we got a pregnancy warning on the back of bottles now? What's going on? What's on? I know I look like I'm pregnant, but apparently it can cause a lifelong harm to your baby. Lifelong harm. Wow. Christ. Let's not have too much of that. Yeah, hopefully he saw the new one. He'll be a bit upset if he misses it. I don't think we can nudge Joe. I don't know if he's a member of the Crunchers chat or not. You'd be smashed, yeah. So there's a couple. Let me just see if I can get into Facebook a minute, and I'll post you some links of how you can keep in touch. Firstly, I have got a Facebook page. Which is here, look, Radiocruncher. Facebook.com/Radiocruncher. So I post all the notifications for the streams and photos and bits and pieces in there. So well worth just joining that or liking it, whatever you need to do. So that's a link for that. And the other one is see if I can find it in here. Radiocruncher. Radiocruncher and Friends. So I've got 89 members in there. Share. Copy link. Let's see if I can pop the link to that in there. Then if you've got that, you should be able to ask to join the group. And if I get any notifications, they'll come up. So we'll see. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. So you can search for Radiocruncher on Twitter if any of your Twitter members. That's nice of you. I've actually bitten the bullet and I've ordered a 3D printer. But I have got that. I haven't put that in the post yet, Ralph. I must get it. I did get your address on email, mate, so I'll get that up from the post to you ASAP. So I have bit the bullet and bought a resin 3D printer. I did a bit of research on it, and I bought sort of one of the more recent ones with a quite high resolution, but it's got mixed reviews, so I don't know whether I bought the right one or not. It's a bit like that, isn't it? Well, it's time for Penguin to go. See you later, Penguin. So I don't know how many of you have had CBs or are into CBs. Have we got any CBers actually tuned in today? They're probably all lined up for 6 o'clock. Cheers, everybody. Another one down the hatch. So let me make a bit of room here. Let's get the lovely Christmas decor. We'll keep the goats handy just in case. Although one of them's a bit poorly, he's got a lack of battery situation going on. Which reminds me, I need to find a 2032 battery for my badge that Mr. Racing Demon gave me. Has anybody heard from Mike recently? He does put his unicorn posts out from time to time on Facebook. All right, let me see if I can find a 2032. There we go, 2032. Unfortunately, you don't take them, Goat, do you? Mr. Goat, don't take them, do you? No, I know. Shocking. But my badge does. I've got Brudolf on today. Brudolf is on today. Yeah, so we got Brudolf. Oh dear. But I did promise Mike last year that I would wear this badge, so. Let's get it, pop a new battery in it. So here's our badge, a mini computer. I do need to stick it under the microscope and have a look because I've got some naff joints on it. Hey Tom and Susie, how you doing? Yeah, I think your method's going to be the business. Rob's radio channel, there we are. He's back. God, I'll tell you what, these batteries are hellish hard to get out. No, which way's positive? Positive's that way up. Oh! Back in business. It's working fine. Where should we put it? Let's put it up here. Oh! There. No, it's not high enough. No, I just turned it off. Or have I got a dodgy switch? I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll still keep working. No finger today. We got the we got this. This is from the makers of the finger. Is that any good to you, Dids? Shepherd Neem who make Bishop's finger. This is Indian Pale Ale at 6.1. SSB on the highest hill, 26 Alpha Tango, yes. The good old days. Were you in Alpha Tango though, Cyberflyer? Okay, let's have a look at the first one then. And I've worked on the Maxcom before. Oh, Christ. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to be bashing them up like that, Graham. So this is the Midland. Now, I believe they're pretty much the same radio. I think they're pretty much the same radio. So I managed to get some service info for the Maxcom 7E. Snoopy. I was Squeaker back in the day. So let's have a look. It says this is manufactured to Home Office Specification MPT 1320, applying to equipment for sale in the United Kingdom. Midland International, made in Korea. So model number is a 77810. So let's have a look and see if it's all in here, because we should have it all in here. It should have magnetic base with 10-foot cord, cigarette lighter adapter, and a rugged, high-impact molded travel case with handle. Oh yeah, we've got. Hey, I'll tell you what. This looks very nice. I've never used this. It's one of those emergency things, isn't it? So there's the radio. Antenna flax. God, it smells of 80s CB radio. Anybody that's got a CB radio, it's always got that same smell. So we've got some instructions here as to what we're supposed to be doing with it. It says place the magnetic antenna on a car roof. Plug the adapter into a cigarette lighter. There you are, you're on your way. Handy squelch. Jacks for antenna, cigar lighter and power. And rated for 4 watts. Well, we can soon see that because I've got my test set all rigged up. So 12 volts DC power. We should be able to put it, which was it, center pin negative? It doesn't say. So let's just test this then a minute. Everything is caught up with everything here. So the idea of these things is that you put this little case in the car, and it's got everything in the case for you to get on air. So, you know, if all else fails, and, you know, the world we're in at the moment, you never know, communications could go down, but they'll never stop things like this working, will they? Unless they jam the frequency, I suppose, but they'd have to have some pretty hefty gear to jam that up, wouldn't they? So I'm just going to check the this, a center pin on that. It's probably center pin positive, I expect, but you never know. If I can get it to, if I can keep my finger on it. Huh. Yeah, so it's center pin positive, so let's get that turned the other way around. I'm going to have to crank this up to 5 amps because it should pull about 3 amps on transmit. So let's pop the current right up. Let's put the volts up to 12 volts because these are 12 volt, not 13.8. I believe you've got to trim them at 12 volts as well. So that doesn't look like it's ever been on anything before. Hi Derek, how are you, mate? Dave Rhodes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I got thrown myself. Dave. SciMap afternoon, mate. They're all dropping in now. Put out a challenge today. Think of items that the vast majority have in their homes, but you don't because you have no need for them whatsoever. Oh, I can't think of that. Wristwatch. Yeah. I bet the home telephone. I can't say that because Mrs. Cruncher rings me on that on the way home because we've got poor phone signal out here. Right. Nice little unit. I just spat all over that. Very, very good condition. Some of these did take batteries as well. It doesn't look like this does. So it's quite a low serial number as well. Let's get you in a bit closer so you can have a look at the unit. So it's 2781, which is the 27 meg UK frequencies, which are weird, 278125 or 718.825, etc, etc. We've got 40 channels on this one. Actually, we haven't. It only goes up to 39. What's all that about then? Have we not got a channel 40 on this? I've not noticed that before. So you can't go to channel 40 because we haven't got it. Unless it's in between. Ah, no, hang on, it's in between then. Yeah, there's a click in between. So channel 19, channel 20. Okay, so we've got squelch. And so we've got a TX light or push to talk set, so it's a little bit like a walkie-talkie. And up the top end here we've got our power in, an external antenna connection, and it says flex antenna, but it's not very flexible, it's just a solid stainless steel. Actually, it's very well made. That just sits in there. So you could stand outside of the car and use it if you didn't want to stick the mag mount on your roof. But But that also screws in the mag mount. So the idea is you use the mag mount because you get a better ground plane then on the roof of the car. Shouldn't damage it with the plastic film underneath. So yeah, that's our 12-volt power. So I've got my test set up over here. So I need to see if I can find what that plug is. Is it that one there? Or is it that one there? That one feels a bit firmer. So I've just got a little adapter there. It's like a phono to 2039. It's going to connect my signal generator up to it. Can anybody remember what the frequency is for channel 20? Is 78125 or is that 19? Let's connect the... No, we don't need to worry about the speaker for a minute. Let's get the power up to it. Well, it comes on. Squelch works. Let's go to my signal generator there, my test set. P77825 megahertz. Let's go FM 2.5 kilohertz deviation, and let's put in 50 microvolts. Let's turn it on. It doesn't sound very healthy. Yeah, it doesn't sound very healthy, does it? Maybe I'm overloading it. Let's turn that down to 20. 10. 5. Audio sounds shocking on it. I think it might be that connector though. Right, how you doing, mate? Mr. Laser Sound, afternoon to you. So it does sound a bit... Let's just try the other adapter I've got. Maybe it needs a longer pin on it. That's a phono. This is a Motorola connector. Let's try this one. Mini disc player. I've got one of those, but I do use it from time to time. You don't have any saucepans, Rolf? Yeah, the audio just doesn't sound right. I wonder if it's slightly off frequency. Let's go. It doesn't sound great, does it? I don't know whether I'm putting too big a signal in it. Let's try 10 microvolts. Right, let's connect the audio up to it. I'll shut that noise up for you as well. And get me audio lead out. Oh, we can't connect it up. There's no headphone jack. Okay. So I'm going to need to pop the back off and just connect it up manually then. This has never been apart. You can hear that by the way the screws snick. It's been done up in the factory by a machine. Be careful, this is not going to break anything. Let's pop the knobs off the front. So it's on channel 19 at the moment. Don't want to come off that way either. Don't do that one, I don't think. Okay, what's hanging it on? What's it hanging on to? Hanging on to that aerial there. You'd think that would come out, wouldn't you? Surely. Well, to be fair, we don't really need to take it out, do we? Come to think about it, because everything that I need is on this side of the board. So let's forget about that, taking it right out, he says. No, I can't get it back in. Right, so what I need to do is hook up to the speaker. Just so I can get a cyanide reading off of it, because this doesn't sound good at all. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, highly likely. It does sound a bit distorted, so I think probably the discriminator needs a little tiny tweak. If I can remember how to do it, that is. Okay. Seems like we've got either a really dirty power connection or we've got a dry joint on the board. One of the two. Let's give it a squirt with the mega expensive deoxit. If I can't find it, it's gone. It's gone. It's done a runner. There we are. Let's give it a fiver's worth of deoxit. So high, medium and low spray adjustment. I'm glad they've gone back to this type of nozzle, I can tell you. Oh, there we are. I was in anyway. Board stays on the back pace. Ivan, you don't think it could rescue anybody? The board will come out, just I've got to disconnect the aerial coil to get it out. But it doesn't need to come out really, because everything that I need is on this side of the board. There's a little aerial trimmer there and all sorts of business. Alright, let's try that again then. I sprayed a bit of deoxit in it. It could be a dodgy lead. Could be my lead's gone dodgy. Okay, we're still not great. Let's try a sign. Oh, hang on, FM wideband. That could be why. On 08 off 08. Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all, does it? So let's go on 12. No, it wasn't going to work because I haven't connected it up yet, have I? So just need to connect my lead up to it. I should actually better pop the wires on the speaker, because my test set's got a dummy load built into it. $79125. Yeah, 78125 is channel 19, isn't it? Okay. Now, I have done one of these before, but a long time ago. This has not been touched. There's wax in all the output cans. There's wax in this one up here. There's wax in everything that you shouldn't really touch. Looks in untouched, absolutely mint condition. Oh, hello. Doesn't like this. Ah, so, okay. Yeah. Managed to kill the lead on my soldering iron yesterday with the Massive, great Garrard turntable on the bench. I have been reading the service manual actually for that Garrard. Really interesting. So there's a couple of little things that I'll be doing when it comes back on the bench again. I've ordered my styluses, so I've got notifications from all over the place that styluses are arriving. Styluses is. Let's pop that one off there. Save that annoying noise all the time. I still get it, but I can turn it down on the test set. Right. I don't know what station I'm on now. Oh, that sounds better. Okay, let's try it now. So 0.66 for 12 dB. That's not great, is it? It's not bad. It's not great. So let's see what it's putting out power-wise then. It's transmitting 3.4 watts. Not bad. Let's make a quick note of that. 3.4 watts is very good. Assuming my power supply, and bearing in mind that that's at 12 volts, not 13.8. Saying that, because this is a mobile set, I probably can put it up to 13.8. It's designed to go in the cigarette lighter, isn't it? Let's try it on 13.8. Let's see if that makes any difference to the power. Well, that pumps it up to 4.6 watts. So there's no problem with that. We don't need to touch the power. I mean, really, you would probably use it with the car running, wouldn't you? So as not to run the battery down. So yeah, it's actually kicking out too much power. But to be fair, I'm not going to mess with that too much. What we want to try and do is get the reception a little bit better, because that's pretty weak as it is. You know, I could knock the power down by just melting one of these cores and dropping it back to its 4 watts, but then at 12 watts, sorry, at 12 volts, it's only doing 3.6, I think, wasn't it? So it's looking good. Right, any idea what the how we tweak the receive on it? I know the discriminator doesn't sound great, but I think the discriminator is probably the red one there. But I'm not 100% sure, so I have got some circuit info. Timothy, transit plates on the record deck. Yes, I sussed out how to do them in the end, Timothy. I didn't need to pull them off, did I? I just needed to tilt them at 90 degrees and they would have come straight out. That hurt my fingers, that did, trying to get that out. Take your daughter's guinea pig to the vets. Oh dear, sorry to hear that, Mike. Good luck. He's on! Joe! Sorry about that, mate. I expect you got caught out by the cock-up. Yeah, I put it out as I put it out originally as 6 o'clock, mistakenly. Fat Tony! How you doing, Tony? Good to see you again, mate. A Valve CB radio. Yeah. We never really had Valve CB radios over here, did we? They were all transistor sets. Let's turn that down a bit. Right, let's get this schematic up and see if we can work out what bits to twiddle to... You're out of touch with CB these days. Is it now legal here, or did you imagine it? No, AM is legal here, Dave, if you've got the right set. Only really on type-approved sets, though. So if you buy a modern multi-bander, provided it's not been messed with, then perfectly legal to use on AM, FM, and SSB, mate. Like I say, if you join my group there, Joe, I posted a couple links just now to my pages, so I'll see if it'll let me paste another one. So if you join the group, you'll get notifications through that. Thanksgiving in a pan today. Tom has a doctor appointment. We'll watch the rerun. Cheers, Susie. Take care, and hopefully Tom's all okay. Harvey's in? Which Harvey's in? Harvey is in. Ah. Give it 12.7, Harvey, you reckon? I can't remember what the test voltage is on these. I thought I had a service manual for these, so 12.7, let's transmit on 12.7. 3.85. 3.85. Okay. Let's see what the receive is. So let's get some... Yes, my Facebook group, Joe. So put a link there to my Facebook group. So if you click on that to join, then I'll accept you in as a friend. And the other one is my Facebook page, the Radiocruncher page, where I put all the notifications and updates and that on there. So it's much more reliable than the YouTube notifications. So I pop a link into that as well. So if you click on those links, you should be able to join the group. So I've got one member request, Michael Cass. That's approved, Michael. You're in, Michael. Do the transmit first, okay. Let me see what it's transmitting on then. Okay. It's actually pretty much bang. I don't think I even need to touch that. 27,79122. And I could tweak it a fraction, but it almost seems pointless. There we go, 79125, bang on. So that's fine. You have an AM home base radio like the Tramvolve ones. Oh, you don't have Facebook? Oh, no worries, Joe. No worries, mate. I put all the notifications out on there, you see, so you would be all good. But anybody else can click on that link and join or like the Facebook page. So I've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group. And the Facebook group has also got Messenger chat on it as well, so you can actually take part in the chat. Right, let's go to here. And let's have a look. So the Maxcom 7E and the what am I trying to say? The Midland are pretty much the same radio. So this is a little block diagram. It's the RF. This is the schematic. So that's this file has limited permissions. You may not have permission. How rude. So we want the receive path. Well, this is transmit down through here. That's a transmit path. Does the receive come in through here, up through that one? So this will be the receive path probably, won't it? T6, T7. T8. T6, 7 and 8. And T4, L6, L7, they look like they're adjustable, L2, L5, so I think this is the receive path up through here, T6 and 7. Let's zoom in on this one a bit. So let me see which way round this thing is. So that's that at the top. Now, which side of the board am I looking at here? That's that one, okay. So T3, that's going to be the transmit down through there. Receive must be through here somewhere. T7, T6, T8, T5 is going to be, that's T8 I think is going to be the discriminator, isn't it? Let's have a look where T8 is. T8 is down there. And that's off of the IC, so that probably is the discriminator. Now I can't remember. I've got to connect it up to the oscilloscope to do the discriminator, haven't I? It's so long since I've done one of these. So it does look like T6 and 7, and T5, 6 and 7. T5, 6 and 7 I think are the three. Receive. Let's have a look to see what you lot think. John, how you doing, mate? 2 weeks to go. Yeah, I'm on 79125 now. Yeah, you're right there. A Gemtronics GTX 5000. Well, let me get my twiddlers. Let me get my twiddlers. If I can find them. My twiddle sticks. Well, I reckon that's the discriminator there. Harvey, what's up? Tempted to join? Well, it's there. It's there for you, Joe, if you want to join, mate. Anybody else that's that wants to join the channel on Facebook? It's the easiest way to keep in touch, really, because you can take part in the group chat then as well. Twiddlers, yeah. Oh, hello. So what's going on there? So, yeah, I got me twiddlers. Do we need to do the discriminator first or last? I can't remember. It's so long ago since I've done one of these. Pretty sure I've got a stick. I've got to connect the audio to the signal generator, stick in about 100 microvolts and trim the discriminator for max. Can do it first. An MC yeah, okay, we'll perhaps do it after then, but then it still sounds a little bit off. Right, let me connect up my oscilloscope. You'll have to help me out with this. So it's a long time ago since I messed with this. Can't even find the lead for my oscilloscope, to be fair. It's where you want a portable oscilloscope, isn't it, really? Or an oscilloscope on the test set. The old Marconi had one on it, didn't it? Which would have been really useful. No, I can't find the lead for the oscilloscope here at the moment. Quick look, see what screwdrivers fit. I think that's probably the one. Yep. Yes, I have done, Harvey. I think it's a 7137 chip. Or you look at the audio chip, 33 MC3357P. No, that's not. Is that the audio chip? I think it is, isn't it? I need to check the joints on that board. So I'm going to have to take it out of the case. But I need to find a lead to connect my scope up with a minute, which is here. So we just connect my scope up. And then I've got to find a BNC lead to go from my scope to the audio of the test set. So I think my BNC lead that I usually use is jammed in the back of, standing on cameras and all sorts of stuff here. It's jammed in the back of my well, that's not it, but that's another one that'll do. Okay, let's turn the scope on. Is it discriminator or detector? No waveform on that whatsoever. Let's do auto set. I don't need to transmit to do the discriminator, do I? I can't remember how you do it. I really can't remember how you do it. Oh, does a squelch and FM detection? Okay. Detector no. Detector no. No, no, no. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing on the oscilloscope at the moment. I've got it connected to the audio from the test set, but hang on, that's wrong. Ah, okay, yeah, you fool. I need a T-piece. I need a T-piece. Where the hell is that? Okay, there it is. So I need the audio from the set coming in. Ah, how the hell did I do this before? Yeah, okay, right, yeah, Yeah. Cracking up, don't worry. You can tell I haven't done this for a while. So I've now got right, so that one. Just connect that one there to there. Wow. That doesn't look too healthy at all. Let me get you on the scope a minute, hang on. What's going on here then? And maybe I've not got the scope set right, but that doesn't look very healthy at all. I'll turn it up. It just distorts, go down, and it's not a sine wave, is it really? Well, it is there, but I'm only looking at a part of it, aren't I? That doesn't look good, does it? Let me just twiddle the discriminator and see if that alters then. There, that's as best as it's going to get. Why is it jumping about like that though? I've not had that before. Is it because our trigger's in the wrong place? Okay, I can trigger up there, it's a bit more stable, but it still doesn't look great, does it? So if I tweak the discriminator, turn the volume down a bit more. Now it's all over the shop, let's move that trigger down a bit. It's not triggering very well, is it? But I gained a little bit on it anyway. So let's get back down onto the bench. The audio measurement should be across an 8 ohm load. I've got it connected up to the test set, which has got a load built into it. Let's turn that off. So I think I have gained a little bit out of that. Welcome back. Blame the penguin. Let's get background. T5, T6, T7 and T8. So let's see if we can bring that up then. 5, 6, 7 and 8. FM is black magic. Afternoon, Les. T4, 2, 3, Anthony. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8 then. So let's just disconnect that one now. I don't need that anymore. I'll have to revisit some of my old CB, what's his name's videos, won't I? Looks like a croc clip come off. Yeah, it's definitely connected on there, Les. Yeah, it's definitely on there, mate. That's connected to the lead. So I've got the speaker out of circuit. I've got that connected up to my test set. And it's connected this end to the audio. Let's see if it's made any difference. So let's do on 12. It's worse now. So let's get you on the test set. I can turn the noise off of that. And I've got to find those pots and give them a tweaky tweak. So we think it's a 5, 6, 7 and 8 for receive. So we go back to our picture. So it's 8, I think, is a discriminator, isn't it? Because that's the one that I've just tweaked. So 6. So it's 5. 5. 5. 6. 7 and then 8. So let's have a look. Let me see if I can get to, while you're on that, let me just get this on the test set and we'll have a look, see if I can alter the synad at all. Actually, the camera is loving the light for some reason. I need to pop that up a bit higher if it will. Nope. Five, 6, 7 and 8. So there we are. So this is our synad reading. So we need to see if we can improve that. So that's currently sort of around about between 6 and 7 dB synad for 0.76 of microphone, which is, it's okay actually. So let's go in. How are we going to do this? I'm going to get you on the other set. I'm going to need this camera, the Penguin Cam, which I think has crashed out again. Let's see if we can get that. No, let me just unplug that camera and plug it back in again then. See if that helps. No. Let's plug that back in again. Reset it. There we go. Can we go any lower? I think we can. So where can we stick that so it's not in the way? Would it go up in the top right? Yeah, you can just about see that. I don't know if you're able to see that, but... So I'm going to sort of tweak. Hopefully my arm's not going to be in the way. So I'm going into number 5 first. Look. That's not making any difference, that one. 6. Looks like that was peaked before. 7. No, and then I suppose we'll try to discriminate again. Well, according to that, we can't get anything out of that on receive. That's as good as it's going to get. Which... So let's go to pump it up. Yeah, it's not as good as it was before, you know. So for 12 dB synod, which is roughly there, it's over 1 microvolt, which isn't great. This maximum on that one. Let's go back to that one. It's actually got worse. It's getting worse. Let's turn it up a little bit. That's about the same now. Let's go over them one more time. A little bit of a gain there, maybe. That's about as good as it's going to get, so let's do the test again. .12. Let's try that discriminator again. That's yeah, it's not really making an improvement. Audio sounds a bit better. Maxcom says yes, T8 is a discriminator. 10 dB. Okay, we'll try 10 on. It only does 12 dB cyanide. I mean, if I go down to problem is there's interference in here on FM for some reason. I don't know what's interfering with it, but something is. Jumping all over the shop. I've got the filter in as well. If I take the filter out, it's all over the shop. So it's about 0.9 for 10 dB cyanide. Okay, let's disconnect it a minute and let's connect it up to an aerial. Connect it up to an aerial and get this camera back on the bench then. Penguin's camera back. It's going to be interesting to see how the Maxcom compares, because last time the Maxcom was amazing. In fact, I was going to let you have that one, Harvey. I don't know where it is now though. I know where it was. Let's connect it back up. Let's pull that knob off. So we're on channel 20 now, we've got to remember. So we really didn't need to do anything to this one. I mean, it was as good as it would get on receive, and it's doing plenty of transmit. You know, I could have bumped the transmit up a bit more possibly, but on 13.8 volts, so i.e. with the engine running, it's doing 4.6 watts, which is above the legal limit, but at 2.7 volts it's doing 13.85. Sorry, 3.85, 13, I wish. God, it'd be really working well, wouldn't it? If it was doing 13 volts. 13 watts even. God, what are you banging on about? So this was made in May 1982 by the looks of it. That's surprisingly good. I mean, I could mess about and change the caps and look at the transistors in the receive path and change them for maybe higher gain ones and gain a little bit out of it. But it's good enough for what it needs to do, I think. Okay, so that was on channel 20. That's 19. That's channel 19, 20. Let's put the volume and squelch on minimum. Let's see if there's anybody out there. What do you reckon? Catch you soon, Sandra. Cheerio. Welcome back, Mike. So Maxcom, don't expect too much. The other one was really good though, Harvey. The other one was exceptional. Let's turn the test set off for a minute. I turned the test set on early to keep it warm. Right, so I need that. I need the power. I need the aerial adapter. Need to unwrap the power from everything else that's in the way. Right, somewhere I've got my external aerial, so let's hook her up and see if there's anybody on the air. SWR is a little bit high, but it's plenty okay for this, because I've got the aerial sort of down at half mast at the moment. Still haven't put it back up from them storms. £60 poorer, Mike? Oh, you would try and listen, but you only ever heard UK CB in summers. Unless you're down here in North Devon, it's highly unlikely you hear anything, really. So let's have a tune through. No need for a rig check. And if you let me know if I'm getting out, please. Anybody let me know if I'm working? Hello, hello, hello. Anyone out there? Nobody. What have I got I could turn on? So let's go. Right, where's the squelch on this bloody thing? One, two, three, four. Testing, testing. I'm certainly keying up my radio behind. Can't hear the audio on it though. Let's squelch that out a minute. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two, one, two. Can't hear any audio. Can't hear any audio. Interesting. I'll connect it back up to the test set again in a second. Let me go and have a quick comfort break a minute, and I'm going to connect it back up to the test set. We need to have a sense check as well with one of my handhelds, just to make 100% sure that it's not me. I am overpowering it probably, chucking like nearly 3 watts into it. So it won't be a sec. So it could be that the mic element's packed up. They are prone to packing up. How can we test that? I'm going to connect it up to the test set and transmit into the test set, see what it does. But I'll also grab another CB and I can find my handheld. Transmit on that, see if we can hear it. See, let's do that first. That's my Midland there, isn't it? One, two, one, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. I don't know where the microphone is, but it does seem to be working. One, two, one, two. Yeah. That's definitely working. That's my little Midland handheld. Try this one more time before I disconnect it. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can sort of hear it, can't you? You can hear it keying up. I can't really hear the audio through it very well. Yes, 19 everywhere here, really. So let's connect it back to the test set a minute. Because the test set's got a speaker in it as well, as you heard. It should be able to transmit into that. I actually think that other connector is slightly better. Right. Just turn that off a minute. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it is working. Might be a dodgy, could be a dodgy PTT switch actually. Yeah. Let's just give that a squirt. Could well be. Evening, Derek. Well, you didn't misread it, Derek. It was me. I put it out wrong, mate. I put it on for 1800 today, where it's it has actually supposed to have been 1600. 1600 till 1800, but for some reason I clicked on it wrong. 100% my fault. Complete buffoon. Right, let's give the old PTT a little squirt. PTT being in underneath this little bit of foam here. You just about to see the blue underneath. Let's give that a little squirt. Normally with the mic elements they're usually open circuit, but I think that one is okay. Just double check it. Let's make sure it is got continuity. Any idea what sort of ohms you should expect out of these? Get it in short. Come on. There we go. Oops. Let me go across the mic element then. Okay, so you've got 1.17k. I think it was if it was open, it would show as open. So we've certainly got resistance across it. Let's try that again then. Try again. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's not great. Let's turn it up a bit. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Let's just listen to it on the CB. It should, on the other, on the handheld, wherever I put it. Should pick it up okay. One, two, 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 2 1. Yeah, it is working. Doesn't sound great though on audio, does it? Yeah, totally my fault, Derek. 100% to blame. I say that's about as good as that one's going to get, I think. I think what I'll do when I finish up is I'll pop over to Richard, aka UK FM CB radio servicing, and he's done some great videos on these. In fact, he's done one about a month ago, but I just got distracted earlier. I started watching something on Amazon and totally forgot to tune in and properly go through one of Richard's videos, because that would have given me the discriminator and everything. Great channel. Let's connect it up one more time then and have a listen about. And then we'll have a quick look at the Maxcom. I'm going to go over a little bit tonight because I haven't got anything on tonight, so hopefully the people that were expecting me at 6 will tune in. Oh dear. Let's zoom you back out again in a minute. It is in really good nick, that radio though. Right, where's my external aerial? There he is. No need for a Roger. Squelch needs altering as well, that's way out. Anybody on the 1.9 here, mate? Okay, also need to have a look at that power lead. It might be this one. It might be this one. But let's pull the Maxcom up then a minute and let's see what the Maxcom's doing. Let's pop this one back in its Ready Rescue case. Rob, thank you very much, mate. You back home now, Rob? Let's put it back in its very nice little case. There's its aerial. There we are. So it really looks brand new, this, doesn't it? There we are then. Midland Ready Rescue. Working from back in the early 80s. So the next one we've got is the Maxcom CB. Alert mobile transceiver. So again, this one is boxed. Okay, we've even got the case on this one. This one looks like it may have been a little bit used. The plastic needs sticking back on, the little cover there. Area looks nice though. Alright, we've got sticking at the bottom here. Oh, this one's got a battery pack on it as well. Whoa. Wow. Hopefully there's no batteries festering in it. That's interesting then. So this will work as a standalone handheld unit as well. Very interesting. Okay. What should we do with this one then? So we've got high and low switch on this. It looks like it's suffered a little bit with yellowing, so it wants a bit of retro brighting on top there. Oh, it looks like that just holds the battery pack then. Yes, it's got a bit of yellowing where the lights got in from the front. Look at that. But it's still in good nick. It's a bit dusty. Yeah, it's in good condition. So this going to need to go in the retro bright box, isn't it? The Cruncher retro brighting box. Right, let's get that off of the bench for a minute. And let's check to see what this one's doing. Yeah, it is. I certainly haven't got a battery pack with the other one that I've got. I need to pop the top off of this one. Again, that was a nice little snick that indicates that this has never been messed about with. So this is June 82. Now what channel are we on here? So it's on 20, let's pop it on 19. Actually no, let's put it on 20, we'll check it on channel 20. Let's put the squelch to minimum, volume is in the off position. Squelch wide open, that is. Oh god. God, I can remember the other one. I had a hell of a job getting the knobs off of the other Maxcom I had here. Okay, well that came off a bit easier than the Midland. So let's do the same with this one then. We'll pop the speaker wire, connect it up to my test set. Yeah, it's my test lead that's the problem, not the radios. Let's have a look inside this lead a minute. Something's not right. David, how you doing, mate? You used one of these, did you? Squelch knob. Oh, you're off Wednesday and Thursday, Rob. Very nice. So it sounds to me like a wire has come off of this one. It hasn't. Strange. Oh. Okay. Let's connect to the test setup. Mick, how you doing, mate? Could be a size mismatch on the centre pin. It could be. Yeah, good call, Mick. Could be. Could well be. Okay, it seems to be on frequency. Let's lift the lead, connect up the audio. To the test set. Just run over the leads for my multimeter. Just jerry rigging it. Sharpie, Shepherd Neem in the mug. No worries, mate. Yes, everybody's coming in now that now that the time is correct. Strange, it's picking up noise, isn't it? Would that even be turned on? Right, let's do a sign out on this one then. This one's even worse, 1.41 microvolts, this one. Let's try transmit. .41 watts. Frequency's a little bit out on this one, 79087. Let's get you on the doings again. Let's just swap cameras over. Let's swap cameras. Okay. Is that froze again? Yeah, okay. So let me get the camera over on the test set. So you see the frequency up here, 2779125, which is the receive frequency if I key up. So it's a little bit out. It's doing 4.4 watts, but I'm on 13.4 volts. If I chuck it back to 12 volts, excuse me being in the camera. On 12 volts, it's doing 3.4. So let me just trim the frequency a minute. There's a little tiny red trimmer just in there. Let's see, I can't. Can I do it? I'm going to get my head in the shot. bear with then. I'm going to have to do it this way and then show you afterwards. Right, so if I push it again now, 79125, there you go. Let's say we're doing 3.4 watts. So we're on frequency now. Receive, let's see if we can open the receive on it then. So let's turn that back up. So we're doing literally 1.4 microvolts, which isn't great. The other one was just 1 microvolt we managed, didn't we? Discriminator. Let's just check the discriminator then a minute. Let's find my T-piece. Let's check the discriminator. Let's put in 100 microvolts. Why aren't we seeing that here? Well, I'm not seeing it on the scope at all now for some reason. And why are we not seeing it on the scope now? I see nothing on the scope apart from noise, which is mains noise. Okay. That's actually better on channel 2. Sort the trigger out. Let's get you over to the scope then a minute, if you'll let me. Where's the scope? Come on, where are you, scope? Lower. So that's the discriminator detector. I'll just go in that pot there and see if we can make it any better. A little bit, not a lot. See if we can get the trigger to trigger it. Come on. There we are, that's as good as we're going to get. That's a better signal than the other one. Okay. Bit of an improvement there. Not a lot, but a little bit. A little bit. Matt Vision, how you doing, mate? You've got two CBs at the moment, a P&I Escort and a Midland 48 Plus. Yeah, I do like the Midland rigs. I've got a 48 XL, which I really like. It's dual band, UK and mid band. Okay, let's see if we can do anything to the receive on this thing then. So let's go 0.5. Yeah, it's really bad, this one. It's get this one up to about 5. Let's go through the oh, you can't see that, can you? Let me get back on the test set then. So we're now looking at the cyanide meter, which is that one. Well, it says mod there, that's the one we're looking at in the middle. So if we go over to these, so that's the signal I'm putting in at the moment, look. Oh no, not mod, cyanide's there. Where it says AC/DC, if I just zoom out a little bit so you can see for 0.79, I mean my cyanide's is pretty shocking really. That's bad. The other one was certainly better, so if I go up a bit till we get to 12 on here. It's jumping around a bit, but 12 is about 1.15, something like that. Yeah, so around about 1.15 at the moment though for 12. So I'm going to knock it back a bit. We should be able to hear it a lot better than that at 0.8. So I'm going to go through those trimmers again. Let's try this one first. No difference. This one. I've got a bit of an improvement there. I'm sure I'm missing one, you know, somewhere. Go over them again. So let's do cyanide again. 1.12, so it's better. It's 1.4 before, wasn't it? Or was it 1.14? To be fair, that's showing us 13. Let's start the amplitude on 100 first, I think it says. Try it again. Yeah, let's just turn it up a bit then. Try that again. Yeah. So it's just over 1, pretty much the same as the other one. If you can see, the cyanide is jumping all over the place, look. So it's jumping between 12 and 14. So if I knock it down a bit. So you can still sort of hear it about 0.6. So it's not too bad, is it? I'm sure the other one I had was better, but service manual lists 4 trimmers. Well, I mean, the only other one I've got there is L8, which is, sorry, T8, which is the, what's his name one? What's the other one it lists then, Anthony? There is another one up there. I wonder if that's anything to do with it. Let's just check that one a minute, because there's one just up in here. There's a trimmer up there. No, let's have a quick look. It could be that's the very first one. That looks like it's T2. T2 is probably transmit though, isn't it? So 5, 6, 7 and 8 is the discriminator. Have you got a service manual for this then, Anthony? Because I can't see a service manual anywhere. What's it, Anthony? The discriminator is the last one, is it? T8. Uniden 200. I've got a Uniden 200 here, mint in the box. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yeah, so that is it really. So if we go to the screen there. So that's T5, which is the first one I did. T6, T7 and T8 is the discriminator. We did that one on the scope, so unless we give that one another go, now that we've trimmed these, just to see if we can get a bit more out of it maybe. Might be worth doing. Let's try that. We might be able to gain a bit more now that I've trimmed the front end. Achieve 100 microvolts. So if we go back to the scope then. Where's the scope? Hi Graham, how are you? So we go back to the scope now. Let's just try that discriminator again now I've adjusted it. That is about it, isn't it? It's bouncing all over the shop again. Get steady up. Steady on. You're going to steady up. I called it there, didn't I? If it would stop there, it'd be great. Can we force the trigger? Let's try forcing the trigger. No. Set to 0. It's actually probably easier to see it like that, isn't it, really? Without it flying all over the place. You can certainly see it disappears there. Bring it back up, 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 up. And that's coming back down there, so that's pretty much peaked. Let's just measure that. Peak to peak 160 millivolts. Ah, it's channel 2. Great. Channel 2, peak to peak, 10 volts. Ten volts peak to peak is the best we can get it, I think. Okay. Let's disconnect that. Let's do the sign out again. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. That's worse. 1.23 now. What's going on with this thing? Oh, it's probably because it. On 12. Yeah, it's the same. Let's put a bigger signal in a minute. I'm just going to try and peak it with this one. No. I'm just trying it with different signal strengths a minute. No, I pretty much I gained a fraction out of it there, but not a lot. On 12. Yeah, 1.12. Exactly the same as the other one. So it looks like that's about what these will do. Let me just put the speaker back together on it. Martin, how you doing, mate? Cyanide is signal to noise and distortion. It's a way of measuring. Yeah, it's a way of measuring sensitivity on FM. Right, so let me just connect this back together. Let's pop the speaker wire back on. A bit of flux. And we'll key this one up into the test set to check the check what it sounds like. Hopefully it sounds better than the other one. We'll give it a little squirt of deoxit again. Fat Tony, CB hammer. Yeah. Yeah. CBs aren't everybody's cup of tea. It is a radio end of the day. It is a radio. It's a receiver as well as a transmitter. So it's of interest. Again, a lot of you guys that are radio hams would have probably dabbled with CB at some stage in your radio careers. I certainly do. That's what got me into amateur radio, really. I was on the CB before I was a radio ham. Right, so that was on channel 20, weren't we? Looks like we've got the blooming speaker wires bound up in there. Are they jammed in there, or is that just where they go? Ah, there we are. really stiff, these. There we go, right. On air time. Get it on the air test. I've got to get this in the Retrobite box. I really don't like that yucky colour. You got 4, Tony, have you? We were the same, good buddy, yeah. CB, did you? Baofan. Absolutely no use for it. No. Some crazy discoloration. Yeah, it's where it's got the sun. So it's been sat on a shelf somewhere in its case, and the sun's just got through there. It needs retrobrighting. Retrobrighting Sharpie, or Stephen as it is. So let's connect this little beauty up to the... Let's pop the voltage up a little bit. Let's go to 13.2. Let's splash the boat out. I'll transmit into the test set a minute, see what it sounds like. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, it sounds a lot better than the other one. A lot more sensitive microphone, so we could have a problem with the microphone in the other one. You can hear, I hope you can hear it coming through. Let's turn the icon on again. See if we can hear it coming through that. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, okay, let's connect it to the external aerial. And let's see if we can get any good buddies on. Sounds like there's a problem with the microphone on the other one. Difficult to tell though, isn't it? I could get it to make a noise. No need for a rig check. Anybody tell me if I'm getting out, please? Sounds much better, doesn't it? 1919. Anybody by the 19 can hear me? Hello, hello, hello. No need for a rig check. Anybody hear me? No. RV2 is dirty, could be. Certainly this one sounds a lot better, doesn't it, on transmit than the other one. Let's go up to channel 20. One, two, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that one sounds a lot better than the other one. No need for a rig check. Anybody out there hear me? What's less when you need him? You're getting me in Redditch. Nothing on there. Oh well. I mean, there we are. Really, that was just an overview. We tweaked the receiver a little bit on them, but not a lot. They were about as good as they were going to get anyway, I think. As I say, I will jump back on some of Richard's videos and just double check that I was checking the right areas, so to speak, and there's not another adjustment point for receive. So Richard is the main man. But it's good fun to play with a CB again anyway. I haven't played with one of those since probably, well, not as in repair wise, and since back when we were locked down, really, I think 2020. What have we got on here now then? Oh, that's the webcam. So a long time ago. 2.3. 2.3 to 2.5 deviation. Oh, I didn't check the deviation, did I? You buy me a Walkman this week. You've already bought me one, Rob. A rubber check. Yeah, it's a blank check. Very good, Derek. Tango Towers, yes. That IPA was very nice. I've got work tomorrow, so I've got to be up at 6 o'clock, so I won't be drinking a lot tonight. Because the old drink drive police are out and about, people, so don't risk it. Never worth it. Not never worth it. Sounds like proper English, that do, doesn't it? Don't it, eh? Just sense of humour, yeah. Right, let's get some of this stuff sorted out, and it's time for advent calendars, because I've got to go and have my tea. My tea, which is leftover roast from yesterday, which is very nice. Leftover roast for me. I'm not sure what we're doing time-wise. How are we doing? 6:30. I've gone over a little bit, but never mind. Translate that. What's that, Sharpie? Was I talking a bit fast in the accent, like? You need a translator that can do both. Right, let's get the old advent calendar on the bench, and we're looking for number. Is it 12 today? Isn't it? Is it 12? 11 today, isn't it? I lose track of what blimmin' day it is here. Right. Let's get on up here. 11 is smack bang in the centre there, isn't it? It's got to be this one then. It's a baby door. Looks like some sort of underbody protection. Looks like this front bit here, doesn't it? Looks like that. So let's get you down on the bench and we'll get the beastie up. I'll tell you what, I'm fast running out of room. That Dynatron Music Centre or radiogram's a pain in the backside. I'll tell you, I can't move in here. Yeah, so that looks like it goes on the underside. That's interesting. There's a left and right switch under there. I wonder if that's some sort of trimmer for the steering. Yeah, maybe you got to fine tune the steering. Anyway, I'm digressing again. The beer calendar with goodies and beer. Yeah. Can't be the beer calendar. Right, so this has got to go underneath here somewhere. It looks like it's there. So it's just like a sump cover type thing. What do you call them? I'm sure there's a word for it. Sump guard, that's it, that's the sort of thing I was looking for. That's what I was looking for, sump guard. You and Timothy were both shouting to flip the plates to take the deck out. Yeah, I know. I got there in the end. I understood what you were saying, but I think I was beyond at that stage. I've got to set the deck up a bit better. I've had a read through the service info on it, and it tells you how to set the weight of the deck. You basically got to balance the arm with the 0 weight and then dial in the weight the stylus needs, somewhere around about between 2 and 3 grams. So there we are. That's the old beastie. Looking very good. Thank you, Rob. That's from Rob's radio room, not Rod. Rod? Who's Rod? Next up, we've got the Weira. Sandra's gone, so we're going to have to find it ourselves. Number 11. Oh, it's coming right in the centre there, isn't it? That, look at that. You can't mistake it now. We've seen it. We've seen it. Number 11. Where's my little spudger that I get it out with? I don't know what I've done with that. It must have dropped off the bench yesterday. Yeah, it must have dropped off the bench yesterday, that one. Use the end of the tweezers to get it open. Where is it? Yeah, it looks like another Allen key, doesn't it? It's a big one. Oh, it's a big. I think that's probably off of that one. It looks like we've got 2 in 1 because I could see another Allen key down there, but I'm sure this is what we're after. And this is another screwdriver bit. By the looks of it. I think maybe that one is this one here, maybe 21. So it comes down and across. So another screwdriver bit. Now this is Phillips number 1 and 2, so that's going to be the one of the most used ones, isn't it? Phillips 1 and 2. Let's get me pouch out. So we had a spade bits yesterday. Today we got the Phillips bits. So I don't know what else we'll have, whether we'll have Torx bits or different size, smaller ones, I don't know. I don't even know if that's how it goes in the case. Because we threw the little outer cover that tells you where it all goes. Through that way. There we are. That's the advent calendar's done. And that's it, done. We may revisit those radios if I can find any more info. Just maybe another tweak on them. How's the back? The back is a bit better today, Derek. I think I've turned a corner with it. You know, the 10% and then a finger on top, Timothy. That's what done it, wasn't it? Took me over the edge. Missed oiling the arm pivots and the spindle of the arm. I'm going to actually take the arm off, Anthony, because I didn't realise how easy it is to get the arm off. There's literally 2 screws and the arm comes right off. So I'm going to take the arm off when I get the cartridge in. Just not the cartridge, the thing, just to make sure that it's all tightened up in underneath. So yeah, it's a bit stiff sat here now for like 2.5 hours, but pretty good. Your back was at you. Did you bat it off? Don't let your back get at you. Give it a good slap if it tries getting on you. What are you going on about, Rob? His back was at him. It's called RTFM. Read the fabulous manual. Oh well. So yeah, I've got the manual. I've discovered a couple of little bits on how to set it up a bit better. And once we get the new styluses here, we want it weighed up correctly. Really, you need to find the weight that they recommend for the cartridge you're using. So I could do with finding out the recommended weight for that KS whatever cartridge it was. So there we are, people. That's it for today. As I say, you'll have to scroll back up if you want to see the Facebook links. But everyone's welcome to join us on Facebook. And we've got a messenger chat group attached to that Facebook page as well. So you can all keep in touch with each other and with me when I get a chance. So everybody, thanks very much for today. Thanks for everyone's help. I say it's a long time since I've messed about with any CBs, so I was a little bit rusty, but I sort of got back there in the end. So cheers, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I think I changed the time for tomorrow, because the time for tomorrow was originally 4 till 6, but that's going to be a bit late because I might have darts tomorrow night. So I've gone 3 till 5 tomorrow. So I'll be on at 3 o'clock tomorrow until 5 o'clock UK time. See you then. Bye for now.